Man. 2030 World Cup. It's a lot of stuff to break down. A lot of stuff to break down because the first World Cup was held in 1930. And like I don't like England were not there. I don't think even Spain were there. It was very weird because it was the first one. It was held in Uruguay. Uruguay were the first guys to win, and I think they beat Argentina in the final. So I think it makes sense to mark 100 years. I mean, you have to. Like, it's the World Cup. It's something that has been every 4 years, and we hope it's every 4 years, and they don't change it. But every 4 years, it is the premier competition of football and sports. So once you reach 2030, you've got to mark 100 years. So I get the concept of doing something to mark it. Hence why. So here's my thing. So what they have now is it's going to be in three continents. So Argentina, Uruguay, and Paraguay are going to play like the opening games, and then it's going to be shared between Spain, Portugal, and Morocco. So shout out to your boys, Morocco, second African country to host it. So shout out to those guys who knows? But if their guys grow, come 2030, Morocco could actually be a strong bet to actually give Africa the first World Cup. But my thing though is if you're marking it, just give it to Uruguay. Like, just give it to Uruguay. We already have 48 teams, which is stupid because it should be 32. But if you're doing this like this, just give it to like I don't understand why you just don't give it to Uruguay because that makes sense. Now, do they have the infrastructure to host a World Cup? That's another thing. But if they have the infrastructure to host a World Cup, but here's my thing. Even if they don't, help them. FIFA, you've got the money. It makes so much sense. Like, bro, it's so simple. Give it to Uruguay. Because I don't believe in co-host. It should be one nation, one country, keep it simple. Like I'm old school like that. Give it to the guys who hosted the first World Cup. So it's a really nice full circle moment. So if you just give it to them now, they have a long freaking time. I mean, how long? Yeah, they have 7 years. They have 7 years to now build the stadiums, the infrastructure for it. So I don't get because you're first of all you're going to 48 teams, which I just think is stupid. Those whole 2 years things is stupid. And once you have over three continents, that's too much. 2026, it's America, Mexico, and Canada. Like it's too much. And this everybody does this. People, it's overkill. It's freaking overkill. Keep it simple. Like, I don't know what you guys think. I mean, I'm happy for Morocco. I'm happy for Morocco being able to host it, like as an African nation, host it. So I'm happy for them. But again, guys, tell me what you think. Like, three continents, 48 teams, and knowing Infantino and FIFA's greedy, it may even be more. It's too much. Why don't you just let Uruguay host it? I just I just don't understand why you wouldn't allow Uruguay to host the damn World Cup. I mean, it's madness, man. It's absolute madness. But it is what it is. That's what it's gonna be. It's too much. Like I'm just thinking right now. It's just too much. Keep it simple. I don't know why you just can't keep it simple. Like yeah, but people were like, "Oh man, come on!" Like, is Spain, Portugal? Are you now going to now be happy that Spain and Portugal have the World Cup? No, like I'm happy for Spain, happy for Portugal, happy for Morocco. Shouts to Paraguay. Although Chile were in that World Cup, so were your boys Peru. So how come they didn't um get it for South America? So, but I just think the way things are going, they're just trying to destroy the World Cup. Because what makes the World Cup is that it's special, it's simple, it is what it is. See, South Korea, Japan, that's made sense. That was cool because it's South Korea, it's Japan. They're quite close to each other, and it was like a novelty thing. And once you had that, then we went back to Germany, South Africa, and all those guys. So, but yeah, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I just don't know why it has to be this complicated and why you just cannot keep it simple. I just don't understand we can't keep it simple. Again, guys, tell me what you think. Wouldn't it have made sense just to give Uruguay the World Cup to host? And it's like, wow, the guys who hosted the very first World Cup, That was very I would say so. The guys who hosted the very first World Cup and the guys who won the very first World Cup are the guys who. So the winners of the very first World Cup are the guys who host the World Cup 100 years later. It makes so much sense. And then the opening ceremony writes itself. The opening ceremony is pretty much writes itself because you're not talking about how Uruguay has evolved as a country 100 years and what it meant for them hosting the very first World Cup. Just give it to Uruguay. I don't understand. Like the vid, subscribe if you're new. Head over there to the official website and join us later tonight for our live show where we shall discuss UCL and this.